Stoneman and Robson tons earn Middlesex battling draw. Middlesex are set for a battle on the final day at Trent Bridge, a draw the best they can realistically hope for after following on against Nottinghamshire, who up to this point had been dominant, but the visitors had been dogged in the final innings already, Stoneman and Robson unbeaten, and the same grit they showed on day 3 returns to them on the 4th, Notts probing, Stoneman and Robson resolute, and all-important time taken out of the game. Pattinson was desperate, on his knees, pleading with the umpire, but denied. Still they couldn't find the breakthrough. The opening stand was worth 100, Robson closing in on a 50 now, and Stoneman too looking just as solid in the face of some determined bowling. Robson's half-century came off the bowling of Pattinson, 4 into the leg side from the former England opener. His side were now trailing by just 68. Fielders crowded round the bats, but Middlesex offered their hosts little to encourage them, and kept Notts out all the way through to lunch. The score now 122 for none, and parity was just 53 runs away. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, another session rolled around, and still Notts struggled to separate the Middlesex duo, their side looking in no trouble at all. The pressure that they carried with them into the final day looked to have dissipated. And after being behind for almost the entirety of the match, Middlesex finally enjoyed a lead. Stoneman rock solid. Robson, the man threatening to go to 100 first, with the partnership already worth 150. Hamid was given the ball, a rare bowl for the opener, but to no avail. Robson, with 4 off his bowling, moved to his 100, scored patiently off 247 balls. His efforts had almost certainly secured the draw for the visitors. Mullaney was giving everyone a go. Clark handed the new ball, and then Duckett, who, would you believe it, finally broke the deadlock. The ball probably would have been called wide, but Robson was tempted. Moore took the catch, and the Notts number 3 had just his second first-class wicket, much to his teammates' amusement. Eskenazi avoided the same fate before tea. He and Stoneman wandered in, Middlesex 223 for 1. They now led by 48. The part-timers continued, Stoneman and Eskenazi under little threat, both sides keenly aware that the game was virtually up already. Moores and James perhaps starting to feel a little left out, the only two yet to turn their arms over. Stoneman wasn't complaining. With 2 offs later, he moved to his ton, the second Middlesex batter to get there, up to the mark after facing 281 deliveries. Moores had his moment, pads given to Clark to face the bowling of James, who kindly took a bit of the pace off the ball. Before the Notts keeper had his moment, all 11 players had now bowled. The end of his over, just 5 taken off it, saw handshakes shared and a draw taken by both sides. While there had been smiles and chuckles in the last few overs, credit really should go to Middlesex. Under the pump after following on, but they'd put in a sensational battling effort led by Stoneman and Robson to earn themselves a draw and keep Notts within touching distance at the top of Division 2. They'll take confidence from this performance into their match against Worcestershire at the Merchant Taylors' School, while Nottinghamshire will hope that their dominant displays continue away at Sophia Gardens against Glamorgan.